Hey guys, so I'm just about to head out the door right now to get the 328D wagon here out on the dyno, and I'm really excited for this test because I've been thinking about it for quite a while now. I want to see what the KermaTDI Stage 2 tune is putting to the wheels. The KermaTDI Stage 2 tune, it's an engine tune, but it's also a transmission tune that modifies the lockup so that you should have better efficiency and power transfer from the engine to the wheels. So I'm interested to see how much that makes a difference. But perhaps even more interestingly, the second test that I want to do is I want to switch drive modes on this car on the dyno. That's right, I want to run it in all-wheel drive xDrive mode, and then I want to put it in rear-wheel drive mode and see if I see any tangible difference. There's a lot of folks online that have said, oh, when I switched to rear-wheel drive mode using XHP or whatever, I saw an increase in fuel economy. And other people say, oh, there's less drivetrain losses, so your power output, to the ground is higher. Well, I want to see that for myself. I've collected more than 6 months of data running this car in rear-wheel drive mode. So at the end of today, I'll be able to see, was my fuel economy really better or not? Does the power to the ground really change or not on the dyno? Yeah, so I'm excited to find out those conclusions, and I hope you are too. Hey guys, so I am in front of Speed Element right now, one of the very few shops in the Bay Area that actually has an all-wheel drive dyno. And as you can see from all these other cars parked out front, they primarily focus on Japanese cars. So it'll be interesting to get this BMW on there and see what they think about the numbers, and also what they think about diesel in general. So let's do it. Hey guys, how's it going? So we just finished up on the dyno, and in all-wheel drive mode, the max output was 224 horsepower and 356 pound-feet of torque. On the rear-wheel drive mode, I got 221 horsepower and 354 pound-feet of torque. So really, you can see there's no difference whether you go rear-wheel drive or xDrive on these guys. And anyone claiming that, oh yeah, the front drivetrain losses are huge or whatever, well, clearly this isn't the case. I've been thinking about doing this test for over a year now, and I'm so thankful to Bains Tuning and Speed Element for being able to get me in here on this all-wheel drive dyno so we can really see for ourselves what the numbers say. Hey guys, so I am back now from the dyno, and I want to say thank you again to Speed Element and Gary Bains for giving me some time to get in on there and really helping me get the data I needed to understand the questions that I wanted to answer today. So once again, really thankful for them on that. And let's go over those results again. In all-wheel drive mode, I had 224 horsepower at the wheels and 356 pound-feet of wheel torque. In rear-wheel drive mode, I had 221 wheel horsepower and 354 pound-feet of wheel torque. So those numbers really are within the noise of each other, and I'm going to say it's identical. And so the first thing that tells me is, if you have an xDrive car and you're running it in rear-wheel drive mode, you're really not gaining anything, despite some internet rumors saying you will. It also tells me that the powertrain losses in the transfer case and the front axles, diff, whatever, is really quite negligible. And that's kind of what my intuition was telling me I would see, but it's so nice having the data showing me, yes, this is the truth. So glad we could put that question to rest. And for all those guys that claimed, oh, I got MPG increase after going to rear-wheel drive or something, my guess is it was something else. Maybe the time of year, the blend of gasoline, winter or diesel, or winter or summer, same with diesel, or something or another. But I really highly doubt that it was purely just, taking your xDrive car and having XHP, change it to go to rear-wheel drive mode. The other thing I'm really happy about is I was actually quite surprised at the power output of this thing. When I first got it, once again, I brought it to 034 Motorsport, who also has an all-wheel drive Mustang dyno, and this thing did about 145 horsepower, 215 pound-feet of torque, both of those at the wheels. So going from those numbers up to about 225 horsepower and 355 pound-feet of torque, well, that's just a huge increase. And KermaTDI has managed to do this without any brute force trickery or tactics like, you know, turning off emission systems, deleting emission systems, you know, modifying stock maps, increasing fold back limits for temperature, EGTs, and so forth. So that just really shows, you know, their prowess and their finesse in their tunes. You know, I'm very happy with this, how it performs on the street and also how it performs on the track. So that said, you know, I feel I've gotten a lot of learning today. Really happy about it. I hope you guys found this interesting, and you know, we will keep exploring the platform.